Listen, yo, what's good, YouTube? Hey, listen, we back here with another Dr. Phil Drink, the most evil parents in paternity court. Hey, listen, yo, shout out y'all for checking out my last video. Shout out to the couple new subscribers to the channel. You know what I'm saying? What's good, fella? But we gonna get into the paternity court. You know what I'm saying? These people out here tripping.
Paternity court
are not the father.
Are you serious? I swear that's a lie.
The DNA doesn't lie.
Baby.
Oh.
The DNA doesn't lie.
This is not Maury. You cannot run out the court.
What is going on? Why are you texting him like the baby isn't born when the baby is born?
I just didn't want to break up a marriage when he found out he had a kid by another person.
Miss Whitman was in front of Judge Lake with her no-shame attitude, claiming that there was no way that the defendant could be the father of her 1-month-old daughter. Both men wrapped around this mommy's fingers. The trial proceeded like this.
So now explain.
Well, me and Mr. Mitchell met at a bus station when I was coming from Chicago to Arkansas. We kind of like kicked it off quick and became girlfriend and boyfriend. And 2 months into relationship, I met Mr. Anderson. And we were pretty much like friends because I thought Mr. Mitchell was cheating.
Well, that's just bizarre. Cheating on someone you love based on speculations? It was clear that Miss Whitman needed to reconsider her life choices, because she was now stuck in one of the messiest paternity confusions.
This is a small town. It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows who drives what. This particular person I know stayed with her a week.
You know who this guy is?
I know him. He's one of my cousins.
One of your cousins stayed up there with her for a week?
Yes.
Did your cousin tell you that he slept with her?
Yeah, we done gave each other daps and everything.
Well, the woman had the same jingle playing. You know, bluntly refusing everything. So, well, let's skip to the pregnancy part. Turns out that, although she sent pictures of her pregnancy test to both Mr. Mapson and Mr. Anderson, just in 2 weeks, she changed her mind.
Did you have any idea that she was sleeping with other people?
I kind of had suspicions because of our relationship. It was a long-distance relationship. And after a while, you know how long-distance relationship is.
Did you show up?
First, my intentions was to show up at the hospital, just knowing that it could have been somebody else's kid. I didn't want to just involve myself.
With both fathers in denial, someone had to take responsibility for the child. Anyway, Mr. Anderson was not ready to play along at all, as the experience of the child was ruining his current relationship. Still, no one was ready to pay for the test.
I went through the whole birth alone, the whole 9 months. He even stopped talking to me, and I couldn't get a hold of Mr. Anderson because he blocked all communications, Facebook, telephone, and he stopped answering the phone for me, Mr. Maps.
The reason I blocked her off because of the stuff she was doing on Facebook. She was, you know what I'm saying, just out there just saying, this is my baby daddy.
That is toxic. Compromise on her daughter's right to know who the father is? What mother does that? Upon the judge asking Miss Whitman if there's any chance that someone else might be the father, she further escalates the doubts like this.
So you are positive?
Yes, Your Honor.
That there is absolutely no other possibility, no other man besides these two could be the father of your child?
That's right, Your Honor.
There's one.
You agree with Mr. Anderson, Mr. Mapson? You believe there's a third?
All I know was about Mr. Anderson. I don't know nothing about nobody.
You heard her. There was another person who stayed over for a week. See, we told you no shame for her game. This made the judge more suspicious, and she finally had to pull the trigger by calling in for the result, which went like this.
It has been determined by this court, Mr. Anderson, you are not her father.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I knew it. All the time. All that stuff you've done to me.
Mr. Mapson, you are her father.
She was quick. I was about to say not.
Fertility and infidelity both had convinced Mr. Ball that he was not the father of Miss Cox's 3-year-old daughter. With multiple men on the paternity list, the plaintiff refuses to play along with the mind games of his ex-girlfriend. Sounds messy, right?
How did you first hear that Miss Cox was sleeping with multiple men?
We were talking every day, you know, morning, noon, night. We would talk every day, and maybe within the last 90 days of me, you know, serving my time, I was getting letters from her best friend stating to me that she was sleeping with other men, going out with other men.
Yo, your friends suck.
Best friend's claims caused a stir in the allegations. This
Maybe
was
your
refuted
friend wants
by the
your man.
defendant, who disclosed that Mr. Ball was certain about her loyalties before meeting the other man at the grocery store.
While he was away, were you in a relationship with another man?
Once
Did
I-
you tell Mr. Ball?
Yes, I did. I wrote
No.
him a letter and I told him everything that was
No.
going on, and he wrote back and still agreed to come home to me after hearing everything, as long as everything was put to a stop.
So why did he have to hear it from your best friend?
My best friend at the time is his other child's mother.
Whoa, what just happened? He
That was a
picked
plot
by the
twist
mother
I
of
didn't
his
see
child?
coming.
Happens to be the best friend we've all heard about? Okay, now I'm also thinking that
Like I
that
said,
got
yo,
played,
yo,
because there
girl
was some
wants your
obscene
man.
evidence in this situation.
I mean, well,
Grabbing
shit, she had
pictures
him
off
too.
of our computer, and I pull up a picture, not one picture, but
But you
multiple
knew I was
pictures,
hanging out with the guy.
multiple
He knew about
pictures
the guy.
of her, and not only just that guy, another guy,
No,
and
all the same
another guy.
guy.
And I
It was all
asked
the
her,
same-
What was in the picture?
her arms around guys, kissing around guys.
No, it
and
wasn't
I'm
no
asking,
pictures like that. And the pictures were deleted. They were in the recycling
No,
bin.
It's now clear that Mr. Ball was cheating with the defendant's best friend, something we all suspected. Turns out that the suspect was a deadbeat who was cheating on the baby mama right under her roof and was now trying to play the victim in the situation.
I took care of her because he was too lazy to get up off of his butt.
When we were looking for a job, she was sitting right outside the place texting a dude. With
Because
you.
I was texting
With
another
you.
guy
The
while he
same
was in the
guy.
place filling out a
The
job
same
application.
guy.
That was
But I
his
thought I
excuse to
wasn't
stop looking
looking
for a
for no
job.
job.
I thought I was looking for a job.
Man,
You're
let's
toxic
get some
as
order.
fuck.
This is just ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Well, ain't that overwhelming? Up next, when the judge asked Mr. Ball to participate in the birth of the daughter, the defendant responded yes. According to Miss Cox, he refused to sign the birth certificate and even denied a DNA test. It looks like Mr. Lazybones was genuinely avoiding the responsibility.
When your daughter, Gabby, was born, was Mr. Ball there?
Yes,
Did
ma'am, he was.
participate?
Yes, ma'am, he did. And he drove me to the hospital. He was there the whole 3 days I was in the hospital. He drove me home from the hospital, and we stayed with him. He
I
would
wouldn't.
not sign the birth
Why is
certificate
that?
because he said he wanted to
Why is
make it
that?
hard for me with child
Why
support.
would I tell you I wanted to make it hard for you?
Another fact was revealed that while Mr. Ball was engaged to another woman, he was still fooling with the mommy at the podium. Wow, that's a good way to not have a baby with someone you trust. Oh, and the fiance part? Good luck explaining that to her man.
It's never about my child. It's always about me because we were just sleeping together a week ago. We were
week
just
ago?
at your mother's house sleeping together a week ago.
Wait a minute.
Were we not, Miss
At
Montgomery?
her mother's house.
At his mother's house,
week
yes.
ago?
Yes.
You were at his mother's
A
house?
week ago. No.
Yes,
No.
we were. Might have been like 9 days ago,
No.
a week and a half ago.
During that
Mr.
time,
Ball.
It was not 9 days ago, Your Honor, but
Yes, it
yes,
was,
we
Your
were
Honor.
intimate.
That is a harsh disgrace on Mr. Ball. It appears as though he was
He
stealing
like,
away
it's
from
10.
liability and was
The
taking
fuck?
advantage of Miss Cox. No matter how much you tried to manipulate your way out, truth always finds its way.
When it comes to 3-year-old Gabrielle, it has been determined that Mr. Ball, you are her father.
She be so dramatic with it.
Is that the news you wanted?
Yes.
In this paternity court episode, Mr. Lang brought his wife to the dock for the alleged infidelity done with his best friend from the sandbox. But the mommy refuses to play along with such nasty accusations. It looks like both parties are at polar ends.
Kids
Good.
having kids.
Now it calls for drama. Here's how the session went.
I found out that Miss Brown slept with my son's best friend from the sandbox best friend. I don't think you know whether it's my son's or Mr. Dixon's.
Is that true?
No,
Ms.
that's
Brown?
not true, Your Honor. I've never slept with Mr. Dixon.
Okay, so you're saying her assertion isn't true?
No.
But the twist is that she wasn't the only one to blame. It could have been that another potential father was using baby mama to pull up revenge on Mr. Lang, because they were best friends. And wait for it. Newsflash, Mr. Lang had cheated with 50 to 100 girls? So now you know that daddy isn't innocent either.
Mr. Lang, when you found out she was pregnant, you were happy about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have any doubts at that time?
Not at that time, no, I didn't.
And what made you start?
Better designs make more profit when it comes to print on demand. And now you can make pro quality.
To have doubt.
When Mr. Dixon got in the picture, and he had told me to stop messing with her, because the baby she's pregnant with could possibly be
Leaving
his.
her
She
voicemail
informs
thing.
you that she's having a baby and you're the father and you are happy about it.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Dixon sure knows when to make a phone call. Plus, adding more to this mix, the grandma also jumped with her choo-choo of, "It's not your baby." Although Miss Brown's claimed to be sleeping with only Mr. Lang, her man was not ready to trust baby mama's words.
And I am very sure that this is his baby, and we spoke about it. I haven't slept together with no one else. And exactly that time is around the exact time I got pregnant.
You say that's your
That was
window of
in-
conception.
Yes, that was in middle August, into August.
And so now the baby's born.
Yes.
Mr. Lang was there when
Yes.
the baby was born?
Yes, he was there the whole
He
labor and
signed the
delivery.
birth certificate?
Yes, he
I
did.
gotta see the other
The
dude.
defendant pointed out
I
the
don't know.
real reason behind the denial. Well, it was the meddling mother of the potential biological father and her unwanted interference in the relationship. The baby mama even had proof of it. Was that even necessary?
Every time me and him would have an argument about him cheating, his mother would get into it. Either try to argue with me or try to lie for her son, which she can, I don't doubt. Don't be in my face telling me a lie. Just go away with your son. Like, don't get on Facebook talking mess. She'll get on Facebook, "Oh, that giraffe, I don't like her." Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. She would always get into it.
She called you a giraffe.
Never.
Anyways, to end this drama without getting sidetracked from the main theme.
That's why you
it
gotta
was
get
clear that the child
screenshots.
was stuck in the midst of grown-up drama, which was unfair. But hey, this is where the paternity court steps in. Let's see what that envelope holds this time.
When it comes to 1-year-old baby Janelle, you are not the father.
Are you serious?
Oh
That
my
is a
God.
lie.
Lies.
Baby.
Oh.
DNA don't lie.
DNA doesn't lie.
Oh, boy! Bet you didn't see that one coming. Well, that walk from the dock to the waiting room has been the longest road in this woman's life. However, we also felt bad for the guy who so far was busy playing daddy.
We just want to finish it. Come on back in. Well,
I could tell that that was not the result you were expecting. I have to ask you, if Mr. Lang is not the father, who is baby Janelle's father?
His boy.
I know it.
Mr. Hodges was stuck with the same question: if he was or was not the father of the defendant's 1-month-old daughter. And if you're thinking, why was there doubt in the first place? Turns out that the plaintiff had caught his girlfriend cheating. Broken over such a revelation, he chose to begin like this.
She cheated on me, and I caught her with multiple guys. She had one hidden in the room, and whenever we first got together,
It's her
she said
face.
that she would
Hold
never
on.
hurt me or
Mr. Hodges was stuck
Watch
with
her
the
face.
same question: if he was or was not the father of the defendant's 1-month-old daughter. And if you're thinking, why was there doubt in the first place? Turns out that the plaintiff had caught his girlfriend cheating. Broken over such a revelation, he chose to begin like this.
She cheated on me, and I caught her with
Watch.
multiple guys. She had one hidden in the room, and whenever we first got together, she said that she would never hurt me or cheat on me. She would be truthful, and yet she's lied to me left and right.
Miss Willard, you kept lying and you kept cheating?
I had a guy over at my house, yes. He was visiting because...
That's a major no right from the start, because the baby daddy testified that his woman was fast. As right into days of meeting up, they got all cozy. And we know, man, they might run after with these flags, but they don't parade around with them. No, we're not exaggerating, and the defendant had been cooking this at her place.
You are the one who pushed your son to open this case.
Yes, Your Honor.
And why did you do that?
Because I knew that she had been cheating on him. He had caught her with another guy that she said was a friend. He was hidden in her house.
She
when
38?
my son got there.
The other guy in your bedroom when Mr. Hodges came?
They had broke up.
So why you have to hide
And she
anybody?
52.
Because she didn't want him to know.
Her mother also has her hands in the dirt. At this moment, the court appeared to be persuaded that Mr. Hodges was correct. But wait, even though the alleged knew that Miss Willard was loose as a goose, Mr. Hodges got engaged to the defendant.
So you were engaged to Mr. Hodges, but you were married to another guy at the time?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was your first impression when you met Ms. Willard?
I thought she was sneaky. She always kept her phone on her. She never let him get a hold of it. And when she was on it and he would come around, she would hide it. I had messages from
So
a guy that she
confused.
was seeing while she was seeing my son.
An endless flow of tricky moves. What's going on? However, the young baby daddy's mother jumped in for the rescue and told her that the defendant double-timed her son. The potential bubby even had brought text evidence to prove her testimony. But the other grandma wasn't ready to back down either. Watch how she gets down.
So, Ms. Willard, were you dating this man?
I'm still stuck at 38.
No, Your Honor.
He was at the hospital when Lillian was born.
Yes, I was with him at that time.
Your Honor, he's saying that. He's saying that because he wants my daughter. I've been through it with this person. I think it's in February, right after Christmas sometime. She didn't even know she was pregnant at that time. She left my house.
Suppose there wasn't enough lying already. The defendant also had hidden a baby at this point that she had before meeting Mr. Hodges. Despite all this, the climax arrives when the defendant also conceals the birth of a 1-month-old daughter from Mr. Hodges. What a train wreck!
This is too much lying.
I know.
This is just too much lying. Now, I heard about 5 lies. What is
I bet
going
she
on?
was like the
Why are you
cheerleader.
texting him like the baby isn't born when the baby is born?
I just didn't want to break up a marriage when he found out he had a kid by another person.
Regardless of every hard reality, Mr. Hodges is faced by the defendant when asked how he feels after also developing a bond with a beautiful baby. He sounded shattered. With enough proof on the table, there's
Hurry
no
up, let's
stopping
wrap this
this
up. Who the baby daddy?
conclusion.
Hodges versus Willard. It has been determined by this court. You are the father.
I don't know, these hoes be tripping. But I'm still stuck at, I feel like they got the wrong number of 38. Because, like, how old is he? Like, 12? Like, it's Alabama. And then she, what, 52 or something? I'm so confused. I can't with this no more.